4 hours of the best South African music with Tabiso Kambule on Jacaranda FM.
Home of more music you love, it's Jacaranda FM. And as you know, I bring you guests, I bring you the charts, I bring you a mix, I bring you Friday Live, I bring you old school tune. But now it is indeed time for me to introduce you to our guest. Sy regte naam is Martin Raphael Atto. And he has he has a Spanish name, and the Spanish name it means junior. Cito van Wonderboom. What? Good evening. Welcome to the SA Music Show.
Hello, Tabiso. Thank you so much. Thanks for having me.
25 years and more, man. How do you guys keep it together for that long?
I suppose we just have fun while we're doing it, you know. We're doing it for the right reasons, you know. We just want to jam. We want to create music together, create magic together. Luckily, our fans have been supporting us all these years, and it's actually 28 years. We need to speak to our publicist about giving you a updated biog. But it's 28 years we've been doing this, and yeah, man. And you know, when you said my real name just now, I got a skrook. Because it sounded like I felt like the police were trying to get hold of me.
Okay, there I did my research pretty well, didn't I?
Yeah, you did. You did indeed. And you pronounced it right as well.
Oh, beautiful stuff. And now, Cito, tell me, man, like from the days of the electric pedal groove machine to now, what has changed since those times?
Sure, so much has changed. Music went digital.
Yeah.
CDs and anything sort of tangible became sort of obsolete. In some ways, the product called music has devalued.
Sure.
Financially, but it's also made us really make whatever we're making more valuable than ever, if that makes any sense. It's like a juxtaposition.
I'm very happy that you said that, because and this was also part of my questions too, is that, you know, a lot of people see musicians, actors, especially in South Africa, they see the stage, they see the lights, and they're like, I so want to be there, I so want to do this. But there is real tough times when it comes to, exactly like you said, value. Ek het 'n paar mense wat, you know, there's this, sorry, I'm talking out of the house now, but I have someone who can gladly offer me 2,000 Rand to DJ for 5 hours, and I'm like, it's a craft. You cannot disrespect the craft like that, you know. But as you said, like, basically these challenges that you're having, are there more challenges that you can let the up and coming artists know that, hey man, watch out for this and this and that you've learned with the years?
Look, we've over the years, gradually we've become we've adapted to how technology is going with regards to music distribution and where we get our finances from to make it a sustainable, because I mean that's really at the end of the day, when you're an aspiring musician, you want to know if you make this choice, if it's going to be sustainable.
100%.
And you know, and back in the day it was like, I'm going to leave everything for music and just follow my dreams, and it hasn't been like that for a while. So I think, if anything, like, don't put any pressure on your creativity, on your trajectory as an artist, and try to get other means to sustain yourself financially and to survive, so you don't put that unnecessary pressure on music. You know, it's usually that sort of that expectation that we put on there, and the best will happen. You know, I suppose that's the one thing. We can go on for days about all kinds of things I've learned over the years, but we don't have enough time for that.
Oh, man. And one of the things that you do as like your side as well is you make coffee.
Yeah, so that's
Cito 1974. Tell us a little bit more about that.
I absolutely love coffee. I always have. I've been drinking coffee since I was a toddler. My mother's Puerto Rican, which is why I speak Spanish, and we grew up speaking Spanish. But so coffee is a big part of our culture. And I've always had this beautiful love-hate relationship with coffee, and I finally took the plunge and decided to create my own brand. I've been buying my beans from a roaster, the same roaster for over 25 years, and we decided to collaborate and put special blends according to my taste and what I dig in coffee. And yeah, it's a slowly growing brand. I'm just brand building at the moment, developing the trust with my customers, and I sell my coffee at gigs. I'm at the moment busy working my website for e-commerce, and I'm rebranding at the moment, which I'm really excited about. So next month in November, I'm going to launch the new sort of look and feel and the new website. So yeah, very excited. And it's small steps. One day I'm going to have my own sort of coffee shop, and then shops, and then, hopefully become a franchise.
Ooh, I absolutely love that, man. Oh man, you're getting us ready for the Monday morning, I'm telling you. Cito, with me en dan natuurlijk die lead singer van Wonderboom. Soos wat hy net vir my gesê het, 28 jaar wat hy al musiek saam maak. Dit is vir my net incredible. Ons gaan definitief meer saam met hom praat as we're going to get back into the SA Music Countdown. Your number 7 and your number 6 on the way.
The SA Music Show on Jacaranda FM.
Vandag ons gas is die een en enigste Cito, die lead van natuurlijk Wonderboom. Dis 'n band wat al, hy sê 28 jaar al saam is. Dis net vir my asemrowend. En maar jy sal hoor, ek praat saam met Cito en hy is by die huis op die oomblik, en sy honde is daar so om hom en alles. En ons het sulke lekker conversation nou gehad af van die lig af. Cito, you have 5 dogs and 5 cats.
That's correct.
Goodness.
I have two Great Danes, 2 Bassets, and a mixed Dalmatian Terrier kind of dog.
Oh my. That must be a chunk of your budget as well.
Yeah, man. Well, yeah. I mean, it's relative, it's much more rewarding than it costs.
Oh,
but it is a lot of poop.
Yeah.
It's a lot of poop.
There's something that you mentioned off air when I asked you, you have 5 cats, you have 5 dogs and other animals as well at your house, other pets, and they all just get along. And there's something so beautiful that you said, man. I really want you to share this with our listeners. How do you feel about that?
Well, I said, eventually they all learn to get along, and I kind of wish the rest of the world could learn from them.
Oof.
How we can just coexist.
Come on, man.
No matter how different we are, no matter even within the dog breeds, each dog have got their own sort of personality and their own thing, and it's just like people, we are all different, but it is possible to coexist,
Oh man, that's
just got to go for walks every now and then.
100%. Well, one thing that also literally just blew my mind about Wonderboom is you guys got to open for Guns N' Roses. I mean, does it get any bigger?
Yeah, I think as far as support acts is concerned, that's probably the biggest we've definitely done.
Oh.
We've opened for Simple Minds. We've opened for Live. And shared stages with other great international artists, but I think performing in front of 60,000 people at Soccer City is definitely one of our biggest highlights.
Man, oh man! Now I can just imagine, and I think that was also part of their last gig as well, right?
I think it was the last of their tour. Yes, the last gig of the tour.
Yeah, man, oh man. No, that must be phenomenal. That must be fantastic. And then when you think back, and when you think of shows that you guys have done, can you say favorite? Look, I know it's going to be so difficult. It's 28 years of gigging, but can you say there's a favorite place where you guys gigged?
Oh man. Yeah, as you roughly mentioned, it's hard to pin it down. Obviously we really enjoy playing stadium gigs and that kind of a thing, but festivals are also awesome. I love the intimate vibes of smaller venues because it requires you to perform differently. yeah, so I don't know. There's at the moment, we're actually doing a great festival next week. There's been a great number of boutique festivals that have been popping up over the years, and we're doing one called Jones Fest, which is near Swellendam in the Western Cape. Yeah, we played the previous 2 years, and we had such a great time. They've invited us to play again, and it's so cool, man. It's so beautiful. Great crowd. Yeah,
I can literally feel your energy from across the phone that you actually enjoy that. I can literally hear that, which is amazing.
No, totally.
Oh, man.
We live for it.
Praat saam met Cito natuurlijk van Wonderboom. Dis so lekker om saam met hom te chat. Cito, I wanted to ask you, and you're talking about performances in different roles, right? You do part-time acting as well. How different is that from actually being a musician?
I think in essence it's not that different, except for sort of assuming when you're in a band, or I used to treat it this way before I started doing musical theater. I kind of felt like when you're in a band, you're kind of like in a gang of friends, and you are as strong as the collective together. And that still applies in a sort of musical theater kind of situation, where everybody plays their role. But there's something about the responsibility and the routine that really opened my eyes and helped me grow as an artist when I started doing musical theater. And then now I'm applying that to Wonderboom as much as possible, like warm-up techniques for singing and, behaving myself so I can perform the next 5 shows in a row. So all of these things that you learn from doing it for so many years, and then of course doing a bit of musical theater, it puts a different spin on it,
Man. I love how all of this just fits in together. Hey, I truly, truly love it. We're going to chat in a bit about your new single, Pretty Things, from your album, of course, Hard Mode. I cannot wait to chat a little bit more about that. Cito Samuels op die SA Music Show. He is, of course, the lead singer of Wonderboom. 28 jaar al. Dis vir my net merkwaardig.
The SA Music Show on Jacaranda FM.
Ons chat verder saam met Cito van Wonderboom. Dit is so lekker om saam met hom te chat. En natuurlijk, ons gaan sy song speel as a breakaway. Their song as a breakaway, their new single, Pretty Things, from the album Hard Mode. Tell us a little bit more about the album, Cito, and of course also about the song, Pretty Things.
Hard Mode is our latest release. We released it in March. It's full of, it's a very eclectic journey of music, just capturing Wonderboom, where we're at the moment. All kinds of emotions. Pretty Things is probably one of our most sort of tenderest, vulnerable kind of numbers on the album. And it's just like a reflection of, it's almost like an older version of myself speaking to me, to a younger version of myself, just like, just looking back and, what I know now, if I knew then, kind of a thing. But yeah, it's all just, after all this, crazy life that we've lived, I still see the world as a beautiful thing,
I'm glad, man. We need more people like you, Someone told me the other day, they were like, why do you always have to see the good in people? But we do need to do that. And I can hear how positive you are just about life in overall. And I love that. I truly, truly love that. And if this song is all packaged into that, it's amazing. It's truly, truly amazing.
Cool. Thank you.
Is the bass guitar still your favorite instrument to play?
It is indeed. It's my first instrument. When I write songs, I usually think in bass lines first. I drop bass line ideas. I think for me, it's a very sort of understated and underrated instrument, but so necessary, I still have a passion for it.
Oh man, I love a sticky bass. I love it. Now, there's one thing that I absolutely crack myself up about that I found out about you is that you actually think tribute shows are pretty lame.
And yet I have been in tribute shows.
Yes.
But yeah.
But for me, that is why it's so important for me to chat to you, to give you your flowers right now. That's what I want to do. And talk about tribute shows. Is there one that you actually, besides the fact that you think they are pretty lame, but is there one that you actually enjoyed and you said, man, that was good?
Well, watching tribute shows is different to performing them. Every now and then, every couple of years, I do a Led Zeppelin tribute show with, we put together an all-star band.
Man, Barney Simon will love you forever.
No, he does. He does indeed. And there's a lot of old school Led Zeppelin fans that come to our shows, and it's very daunting because it's, the expectations are quite high. But it's a lot of fun. Those Led Zeppelin songs are just timeless classics, and they just really get a crowd going, and they bring out the best in you as a performer as well. But watching them, you've got to really do something to blow me away. Otherwise, I'll just watch the actual band,
I hear you. I hear you. Totally hear you. Man, Cito, thank you so much. Thank you for your time, and thank you, especially on a Sunday, that you spared me some time to have a lekker chat with me. I'm going to go into an ad break now, and then afterwards, I'm going to ask you to introduce your song to the Jacaranda FM family, Pretty Things.
Thank you. Can I make a quick mention that Hard Mode has been nominated for Best Rock Album at the Summers, which is happening on the 2nd of November. So, yeah, we're holding thumbs. It's nice to be recognized at this stage of our game.
All the best with that, and I'll also definitely be looking out for it. And when you scoop that summer, you are coming here first.
Yeah, for sure.
It's over for Music You Love, Jacaranda FM, lekker saam met Cito en 'n gesels van Wonderboom. En in 'n oombliekie gaan hy sy of hulle nuwe song vir ons instel.
Thabiso Kambule on Jacaranda FM.
It's the SA Music Show on Jacaranda FM. My name is Thabiso Kambule, the Fresh Prince of Radio, with you all the way till 10, and also about to get to our number 1 spot on the SA Music Countdown. Maar voordat ons daar so by uitkom, I'm going to ask Cito of Wonderboom to please introduce their beautiful song to us as a breakaway track. Cito, over to you.
Hi, my name is Cito from Wonderboom, and this is Pretty Things.
4 hours of the best South African music with Thabiso Kambule on Jacaranda FM. Break away from the chart.
Fighting lovers, boys and stains.
Nee, hy loop hoor. Hy loop. Wonderboom, making music on Jacaranda FM, home of more music you love. It's called Pretty Things. Let me know if you want to hear more of it. Go on to jacarandafm.com, click on the heart.
The SA Music Show with Tabiso Kambule on Jacaranda FM.